to talk about this breakdown of what is potentially in the tins. 37.6% of you just have not hit that subscribe button. Smash the over crap out of it today so we can get to that 100K. We just cleared 95,000, 5K to go. So today I want to talk about the breakdown from what I talked about yesterday with the reputable seller talking about the potential behind Crossout Designator and some other stuff that's not confirmed yet. Well, somebody put together a spreadsheet here of data. I just wanted to give a huge shout out here for this, and I wanted to go in depth with this. So we've got leaked cards here on the side based on cards in the original set. So let's kind of talk about important stuff here. So we already know that Rose was effectively going to be in here. And then as you're going to see in the spreadsheet here, you're going to see that there are going to be potential cards based on what's in the set here, based on the slots here. So these three slots will be a potential of one of the other big guys for the adding Nister stuff. I'm not really too crazy in looking at like the common stuff here. Gravity Controller, sure. I hope this card gets another upgrade or an upgrade at some point here. All right, and then of course potential for the Dragon Maid support, Kyle Curry stuff. 6 of these will be Executioner. We all the bad common stuff. Now the big thing that you're going to see here as we're going through here, there's already red flags going up for people that are like, oh my god, what do you mean access code might not be in the tins? There's a lot of discussion right now that access code might not be in here, and people are kind of flipping out about that. But we'll get down here. Buzzsaw's the potential to be in here. All right, Malice, Goldilocks, please. All right, so here you go. So in this slot right here, you've got a potential of 3 things: the Valiant Shark, the Deep Sea, the Almaroris, Artazor, or Access Code. Well, I'm assuming that they're going to drop Artazor in here, but this leaves the potential splash of, will they reprint Access Code? I don't know. And then down here, you also have to ask yourself, Lane Cross is currently banned at this stage. All right, will Lane Cross be in here? I don't know. I think it would be really hard to reprint this at a high rarity. They could very easily drop this in here as a common at this point, just to kind of give us some room here. Same thing here. You see like Deep Sea Aria probably will eat a slot here, but like something like Link Burst, I don't really think so. Like, honestly, man, look at these big slots here, man. Like Titan Cider, Bluebeard, Gotcha Curie potentially eating a slot here. Man, that's rough, actually. Curse of Dragon, the Artillery. All right, Ecclesia, at least, should be in here. Infernoble stuff. Melfi Caddy, and a potential of some sort of reprints from the puppies, and then the Fluffle stuff. I kind of think we might not get the Fluffle stuff in here. Gizmek Okami, they could skip that. Titanclad, hopefully will be in here with the Gaia. Chaos Ruler as well. Nadir should be right here with after Durandal. Here's the talents. This is all everybody wants, is talents reprint. Talents reprint should be in here. All right, Punishment should be in here. Should all Schism should also be in here. Now this gets interesting. Speedroid Blocker. Will we get the Speedroid stuff in here, or will we see more reprints later on down the line? I'm kind of curious about that. There's my dear friend Alpha, Magical Broker, more Infernoble stuff. Everybody's favorite Zeus. And then a 4-up potential here with Meow Meow. I could see them actually giving Meow Meow like a secret upgrade at this point in time, which would be very nice. A Revolt upgrade potentially here, but I have a feeling Revolt's going to get reprinted in here. Man, Oath is up for reprint too. Ugh, potential 4-up here. I don't really like any of those. There's Researcher, probably Analyzer and Leonite. Okay, and then the big guys, sure. Potential 5 of Alpha Thuban, more than likely. Alright, now we get down here to something else I wanted to point out here. Now, yesterday, when I made the initial video talking about Uriah Haman and Raphael, and one of the things that I don't think a lot of people really kind of understood why this seems possible here is these cards came out during, okay, they got the reprint during the higher point for the pandemic here, which means that a lot of people couldn't or didn't want to leave their house to go to their local LGSs to pick up the structure decks, all right, to get these older cards. So this is kind of Konami's way of going, well, we need to reprint these cards. These need to be available to the public to a higher degree because they don't want to immediately reprint the structure deck right now, all right? Like, it's kind of too early to do that. It's kind of why you see, like, Raphael, Phantasm, Shimmering Scraper here, the Dark Beckoning Beast. You know, they want to get these cards that were previously, you know, much harder to get because of the world situation. I do admire what they're trying to do in that regard, if that actually becomes true. It's all just a giant marketing stunt to allow for things to be more readily available here, especially when you like see the extra Shadal stuff in here, like Nel Shadal Ariel, the App Cologne. You know, getting more of this stuff into circulation here is actually an interesting selling point for this year's tins, because while we do need other good reprints on things, you know, if it came out like pre you know, pandemic, they kind of might view that as a more widely available, you know, release point here. And to be truthfully honest here, with Crossout Designator here supposedly being in this set, now you have to ask yourself, I really should do a like in-depth discussion here talking about like the impact on Crossout Designator on the overall format, because if this ends up being true, you know, deck building is going to shape a whole nother direction, not necessarily for a good thing, all right? So, honestly, I do think that the tins is the best place to put Crossout Designator right now, because it's the product the players go for the most. Once again, you look at Raphael Haman and, you know, Raphael here, potentially being in here, and, you know, given the last year and a half crapshoot that the world's been in here, it might not have been that Konami didn't want to release Crossout Designator earlier, because they could have very well wanted to. It's just they wanted a good potential slot to drop it in, and truthfully, maybe dropping it in a core set that might have been shorted. You know, Crossout Designator is a card that players are going to need 3 of. All right, they want to be able to maximize the results of this card. So seeing it getting dropped in a set like this, once again, makes sense for that marketing point here. So what aren't we getting here? Oh boy. So we're probably not getting Baruru 3 Visits, Sun Leo Alliance, Megalith Portal, Gamma Oil, Condolence Puppy, Charged Up Heraldry, Time Thief, Startup, Scissors Cross, Thunder Dragon Lord, Chamber Dragon Maid. That makes sense because we already got the Chamber Dragon Maid reprint coming. Har, Lopdor, Sarama, Gizmek, Uka, DDD stuff, Heat Eagle, Strange Lanius, Yua, Kokoro, Conjure, Wildcard, Libero, Spiker, and Player Management. That all makes sense. Based on the amounts in places extremely unlikely for the following archetypes are included. So Ancient Warriors, Megalith, Plunder Patrol, Nemesis, Mutant, Fluffle, Dual Avatar, Rika, Eldritch, Magistus, and Live Twin. So you know what that means, right? The cheap Plunder Patrol cores about to gain some value. Actually, it's very interesting when you look at this, because a lot of this stuff is already widely cheap. All right, like mutants aren't real money. Plunder Patrol cost some sort of money here, but it's not like crazy. The dual avatar stuff isn't crazy, and Eldritch stuff not getting the reprint. Eldorado, literally, you know they're going to gold rare that stuff later on, all right? There's no reason that Konami won't take advantage of Eldorado to print, you know, the Golden Lord's golden cards, all right? Like, that's already going to be something coming down the line here. Magista stuff didn't really need the reprint. The only real thing you need to keep an eye on right now is Zoroa, because, you know, if you want to mess around with one of the stray builds that came out of Japan for, you know, combo the deck, aka Exorcist, it's like the only real thing that you want to look at here. And Live Twin stuff, truly at this point in time, was readily available. I could see it getting gold reprints later on down the line, though, to kind of sustain that. Oh, you need the Link 2s? Okay, that would make sense. So overall, this is access code potentially not being in the set is kind of scary. If it doesn't get it, well, you can definitely bet your butt it's going to be later on down the line, but it kind of feels weird if they don't actually reprint access code in the tins. So I'm kind of a little bit skeptical on that myself, but we'll have to wait and see. So what do you guys think about everything that you're potentially going to have here in the tins? Please leave a comment about what you guys think. Smash the love, crap out, subscribing, so you guys don't miss out on more lost content. I will see your beautiful faces back here later on today. Some more cool lost content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out Vanquill40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by Vanquill40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mquillgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.